And that is kind of politics in action. You might not think of it that way, but your ability to influence actually comes from the quality or the strength of your relationships. And we use a pyramid that we've adopted from a guy called John Timperley. He actually uses it in terms of complex sales. He uses it in consultancy and things like that. But we love this because we think it's got so many other applications. And what he talks about is these 6 levels of relationship. So if we work up from the bottom, you've got acknowledgement. And acknowledgement is, I kind of know you exist, but I don't know whether you have any value to add. So I kind of know you're there, but I don't know anything more than that in reality. And then we move to understanding. And understanding is about, well, I get what you do and I get your proposition, but I make no connection with it. Now, your proposition might be what you do as a job. It might be what your role is, what your team does, how it serves the organization and the role that it plays within that. So I kind of get we've got finance over here or HR over there and they do some stuff, but I don't necessarily connect that with anything of value to me. Unless it's payday, of course. And if you've not been paid, then HR will probably be somebody you're looking to build a relationship with. So there's elements around that. Where it gets interesting, though, is acceptance, because this is where I get you. I get that what you're doing adds value in some way. And we see this as a key stage in the relationship, because if somebody gets you and gets the value that you add, now we can start to have a conversation about, so how do we work together and how do we achieve some of this stuff using your strengths and my strengths in order to move that forward. So below that, it's really about how do we get to acceptance? Well, we need to spend some time. We need to invest some time getting to know people. And getting to know people doesn't start with what you can do. It starts with what they do, what pressures and pains they have. So start from a seek to understand basis rather than, I need all these things, because that's you just laying out your to-do list and hoping that they're going to help tick some things off that. Where relationships are strong, it's where we work together and understand each other. As you kind of progress, what you move through is to respect. And respect means I not only get what you do, but I get that you can offer more than just somebody who might do something for us. Actually, you have a perspective. You might even have some relationships that I could do with, and actually your opinion on things now matter. And then you can move through to trust, because trust is all about, well, if you say you're going to do something, you're going to do something. And I trust that you've got my interests at heart as well as your own. And therefore, I'm prepared to work with you because we've got a strong relationship going on. And actually, there comes a point where those relationships will turn into friendships. And this is where the relationship might even develop outside the organization. This is where we start to socialize and spend time. The challenge with bond relationships are that they're really hard to maintain. They take time, because if you are at this level of relationship, you're investing a lot of time in each other. And therefore, having too many will become overwhelming. The reality is, in business terms, anything around acceptance through to trust is absolutely fine. The higher, the better, because you'll get more done, and you'll get more done easily, because when things go wrong, as they do, if you've got a trust relationship, it's a lot easier to work it through. It's a lot easier to find a solution. If we're just getting to know each other, we start to go, oh, how's this happened? What's your role in this? What's my role in this? And we'll start to revert perhaps to protecting our interests if we're not careful. So being more impactful in our quality of our relationships can really make an impact and a difference in the way that we do business. And we use this in teams, cross-functional teams, in organizations, in sales, in just about everywhere and anywhere. So this is a real powerful tool. And again, in your toolkit, you'll find some templates that can work with you and some examples about how you can move the needle up that pyramid to improve the quality of relationship.